Hi dear student, how are you all of you? You all are very warmly welcome on our YouTube channel. Dear student, already I have uploaded first part of this lesson, part number 1, yes, Janapadas and Mahajanpadas. This is the lesson number 6. Already we have discussed about the map and Janapadas, yes, and this chart also about Mahajanpadas 6.2, that also we have discussed. See, up to here page number 27 we have finished in the first part. Let's start with the second part. Some Janapadas gradually became stronger, had expanded their geographical boundaries. See, what had happened, some Janapadas, they have gradually become stronger. Janapadas gradually they were getting the stronger and they have expanded, they have spreaded their geographical boundaries. Yes, such Janapadas came to be known as Mahajanpadas, and those Janapadas they have expanded their geographical boundaries to this Janapadas. Later on, it's called the Mahajanpadas. From the literature of that period, it is clear that up to the 6th century BCE, 16 Mahajanpadas had acquired special importance. See, already at the map I have given in the first part, these 16 Mahajanpadas, and these 16 Mahajanpadas were only became Mahajanpadas from the Janapadas. Do you understand? Means those Mahajanpadas only have expanded their geographical boundaries. Kosla, Vasta, Avanti and Magdha among them become more powerful. And from the 16s, who are the powerful? Kosla, Vasta, Avanti and Magdha. Understood? Now, rise of the Magdha Empire. 6.3, rise of the Magdha Empire. Ajatashatru, the son of Bimbisara, continued with the policy of expansions of Magdha Empire. See, Ajatashatru, who was he? He was son of Bimbisara. We have already discussed about Bimbisara. What he had done? He had continued with the policy of expansions of the Magdha Empire. He was expanding his Magdha Empire. He successfully conquered many republics of the east, and in the east side so many republics, so many small parts he has conquered. Yes, the kingdom of Magdha prospered during the region of Ajatashatru, and when Ajatashatru was there, he has prospered his Magdha kingdom. He had become a follower of Gautam Buddha, and later on this Ajatashatru, he has become the follower of Gautam Buddha. After the Mahaparivarna of Gautam Buddha, it was during his reign that the first Buddhist council of Sangiti was held at Rajgriha. See, after the Mahaparinirvana of Gautam Buddha, when Mahaparinirvana of Gautam Buddha, then it was during his reign, he was there at that time, and he was the first it was the first Buddhist council or Sangiti was held in the Rajgriha. And this Sangiti, the Buddhist council, it was held where? It was held in Rajgriha, dear student. See, here we can see the sculpture of Ajatashatru. Understood? The foundation for new capital Patligram or Magdha was laid during Ajatashatru's period. See, the foundation of the new capital Patligram. The new capital Patligram of Magdha, it was laid during Ajatashatru's period. When Ajatashatru was there, in that period it was laid. Later it became famous as Patliputra. Patliputra was probably in the vicinity of today's Patna city. And dear student, this Patliputra, it was probably in the vicinity of today's Patna city. Yes. A noteworthy successor of Ajatashatru was the Magdha king Shishunag. See, noteworthy means we can have this importance of successor of Ajatashatru was Magdha king Shishunag. He annexed the kingdoms of Avanti, Kosala. What he has annexed? The kingdom of Avanti, Kosala and Vasta to Magdha. Nearly the entire region of northern India came under the control of Magdha. See what he had made these four parts under his control. That was how the Magdha Empire took shape. And see these four empires, they came together, and we can imagine how this Magdha Empire would have took the shape. Now the Nanda king of Magdha, here we can understand the Nanda kings of Magdha. The Nandas ruled the Magdha Empire between 364 BCE and 324 BCE. Now see, the Nandas, they have ruled the Magdha Empire. See, this Nanda, they have ruled Magdha Empire between what? 364 BCE and 324 BCE. They had set up a good administrative system necessary to run the huge empire. And what they had? The good administrative system. So they would run their huge empire. They had a huge 4 columns army of infantry, cavalry, chariots and elephants. See, and for protection of them, they had the 4 common army. Yes, columns army, infantry was there, cavalry was there, chariots were there and elephants were there. The Nandas also introduced the system of standard weight and measures. See, even these Nandas, they have introduced a system, standards, weights and measures they have introduced when the Nandas were there. Yes. Now, King Dhanananda was the last king of Nanda dynasty. When we are understand about this Nanda dynasty, the King Dhanananda, he was the last king. By this time, the Magdha Empire had extended up to the Punjab in the west. And see, by this time, the Magdha Empire, he had extended the Punjab in the west. Magdha, what he has done? See, when Dhanananda was there, in this time the Magdha Empire, it was extended in Punjab in the west. However, during Dhanananda's reign, the ambitious youth Chandragupta Maurya owned Patliputra, entered the Nanda region and laid the foundation of Maurya Empire. And when Dhanananda was there, see, the youth Chandragupta Maurya, what he had done, he owned the Patliputra and he had founded, see, he foundations and he laid with the foundation of Maurya Empire. From that moment, the Maurya Empire started there. In the next chapter, we will read about the foreign invasions on the western and northwestern frontiers of India during the rise of Maurya Empire. And see, and what we are going to do the next? In the next chapter, we will read about the region invasions of the western and northwestern frontier of India during rise of Maurya Empire. When Maurya Empire there, which foreign inventions were there, who had attacked on India, that we will understand. Also, we will read about the Maurya Empire in greater details, and even the Maurya Empire in the great details we are going to understand. Do you know the ancient and modern names of the 16 Mahajanpadas? 16 Mahajanpadas already we have seen on the map. We will understand the names: Kashi, Banaras, Kosal, Lucknow, Malla, Gorakhpur, Vasta, Allahabad, Chedi, Kanpur, Kuru, Delhi, Panchad, Rohilkhand, Matsya, Jaipur, Sursen, Mathura, Ashmak, Aurangabad, Maharashtra, Avanti, Ujjain, Ang, Champa, East Bihar, Magdha, South Bihar, Virji, North Bihar, Gandhara, Peshawar, Kamboj, near Gandhara. These are the modern names of Mahajanpadas. Do you understand, dear student? And in the next video, I am going to give you exercise of these Janapadas and Mahajanpadas. Thank you. Okay, to get more videos, dear student, please subscribe it.